Welcome to the Viral Solutions podcast. Today's topic is digital marketing predictions as we sit here in 2021, and we're going to talk about what the pundits and the experts have to say. Because I'm sure you want to ensure yourself that your organization is the best at what you do, right? And you want to get valuable insight from such experts and discover what the top marketing predictions are for 2021. I mean, the year 2020 may have been one for the records book, but that doesn't mean that 2021 can't explode with new possibilities for you and your business or be a continuation of 2020, and you got to grind it and be ahead of everybody to make sure you're the survivor. So we, along with many other marketing experts, anticipate some great things this year. So we wanted to share some of these digital marketing predictions and trends to help you put your best foot forward. What's in store for 2021 in terms of digital marketing? Let's talk about what you can expect and how to shift your business to keep up with the trends so that you can ride the profit wave right into 2022, which is what you should do every year, right? First, the experts say you got to focus on brand authenticity. One of the biggest marketing predictions for 2021 is the continued focus on brand authenticity. Long gone are the days of posting societal admirable tweets just to keep with the moral Joneses. Only say what you mean in 2021 or don't say it at all. Brand authenticity is precious and you should cherish it at all costs. Be careful not to risk losing it just to be culturally appropriate. Follow your messaging with action that proves what you say is exactly what your brand embodies. What does that mean? It means to put your money where your mouth is. Don't post anything that doesn't resonate 100% with your brand. Stop the virtuous signaling and the live true to your real values. Okay? Got to be true. Got to be real. It's got to be you. You might get called out for it otherwise, right? The good news. Those businesses that have protected their brand authenticity are going to get rewarded. Recent events have caused consumers to reflect more, be pickier, and that comes with a desire to become better people and connect with those they deem honest and reputable. Consumers are going to buy from brands they can trust, that their friends trust, and that they find meaningful. And authenticity is right there at the center. Now, if you want to do a little more research, look for a podcast or a blog at viralsolutions.net called The Importance of Having a Meaningful Brand. And this will dig into a lot more about what we mean about finding your brand as being meaningful. The next big avenue for 2021 and beyond, customer experience personalization. You can't just stop random ads or post those random ads that historically might have lacked research and planning, and then expect those to have high returns, especially in this current unsettling climate. As mentioned earlier, audience connection is critical during these times, more than it has been in the past. Your audience wants to be courted. They want the royalty treatment, and they expect you to understand their needs before they buy from you. This is where personalized marketing comes in, and this is why it's earned a spot on this list of digital marketing predictions and trends. Companies that personalize website experiences see, on average, a 19% increase in sales, according to Instapage.com's blog. Why? Well, when you personalize your audience's interactions and experiences with your brand, you develop a trusted relationship that blossoms into increased sales and loyalty. How do you personalize your marketing? Well, first you need to know your audience by gathering data on their traits, characteristics, and behavior. Here's an example. Let's say you segment your targeted subscribers by interests based on behavioral data you gather from your website visitors and what they interact with on your site. You can send personalized messages to your subscribers based on their interests. So if your target consumer visited your red high heel shoes website category 10 times in the last week, added it to their cart, then you want to make sure that you have a good content marketing backup email or text message for abandoned carts for those category pages, so that the person sees the same products every time they go around the internet, and that'll engage with them. That's how you personalize your interactions with your customers based upon their unique interest and behaviors. There's many other ways to gather market research data and use it to personalize experience. On our blog and on our podcast, you'll find a past article that dives into this subject in a lot more detail. There's a piece you can search for at viralsolutions.net called the Quick Start Marketing Guide to Launching High Converting Personalized Strategies, and it's got examples. Really good stuff. The next big trend is to pivot to virtual events. I'm sure a lot of us, if not all of you, have done this already, but you got to keep it up. Consistency is where you find the victory, says one of my clients. Last year, in-person events were abruptly canceled, and there's no real sign as of right now of them returning. 55% of technology marketers immediately adapted their in-person events to virtual activities to mitigate the loss, hoping to garner the same in participation. This statistic is from Gartner.com. Hosting virtual events is one way to take advantage of a growing trend, but this will get stale if you don't take it to one step further. Virtual events do not feel like in-person gatherings, as 30% of consumers are already exhausted at how much of their lives have virtually changed. Businesses need to find a way to keep their experience as real as possible. To boost the attendance of virtual events, one of the digital marketing predictions from Gartner and other experts is that incorporating real-time experiences will become all the more necessary. And we at Viral Solutions wholeheartedly agree. Your audience misses real-time interactions. The pandemic has them craving for things that are real-time, authentic, personalized. While you can't always give participants an in-person event, you can beef up your digital events to encourage more interaction. so it feels closer to a real experience. Here's how to do that. Put in interactive, real-time commenting and engagement activities. And also add that when you live stream. Look for location monitoring and interaction with people who are near each other. Periodic interruptions of presentations work good too. I mean, kind of go off on a tangent occasionally. It makes the conversation feel more real and not so overproduced. Like, hey, let's break for a little Q&A in case anybody's got a question so far, or take a virtual coffee break, or do a roll call and say, hey, Jim in Detroit, what have you ever run into that particular problem before? Call people out that are on there and get them to engage. Don't just make all your live streams or live events just the fact that you're talking at people. Okay? Next big one is shift from luxury to essentials. Now, this brings in competition. But if your company sells luxury products, you might have experienced a drop in revenue in 2020 because the pandemic squeezed wallets and consumers are more focused on surviving. Remember toilet paper shortage? Rather than spending their surplus on unnecessary items, this means they're going to likely be purchasing essentials instead of high-priced luxuries. Now, that's not an easy switch for somebody to make. Okay? I mean, if you're a luxury goods seller, it's not super simple to just switch to nothing but essentials. But you should be able to offer a mix, or you should be able to offer some of your luxury items in lower price, lower quality goods as a downsell opportunity. If you're a luxury brand, it doesn't mean you need to start selling essentials totally like we're just talking about. The key is to consider shifting, messaging that positions your brand as one that can help customers survive. Maybe even point out how your luxury good does way better than the ABC brand essential. Okay? So pivot your message slightly to showcase how your products and services help customers survive and thrive. Meet the basic needs of real people who may or may not be having a hard time coping. How can you do this? Well, there's a luxury brand, Tory Burch, Tory Burch, and it appeals to the homebody. The typical fashion-forward couture images of the brand's Instagram profile are now joined by images of the founder in a casual and very comfortable setting in her home. And these images appeal to the stay-at-homer who's trying to live as comfortably as possible during a very unsettling time. And if you want to look for this source, you'll find it at Instagram, and you can look for Tory Burch. She's got a nice sweater on, tennies, but sitting in a real high-quality chair, books in the background, that type of thing. Okay? The next big change, greater emphasis on technology. You'd think, how in the world can we get any greater? What happens when consumers replace their away-from-home shopping experiences with home-based digital shopping? They get much smarter. They get savvier. As a result, they demand better experiences. What's that mean for you? Well, you need to improve your UX. That's your user experience. And ensure your website and your mobile app visitors can easily navigate your online properties to find what they're looking for in the quickest time possible. Here's a few places to start. Hunt down vigorously and replace any broken links on your website. Really get meticulous as you comb through pages. Have some third party, or maybe your in-laws that aren't afraid to tell you what they think, review checkout process, okay, and identify any user experience issues, and then optimize your shop pages to fit that. Find any pages that are loading slow. That's usually caused by heavy video usage or the images are too big on the platform. Check out how your site looks on different mobile devices and optimize for those. Implement really simple and effective web design. Okay? Cut down on the clutter, more white space. Use very clean and easy to navigate click menus. Now, the industry's kind of moving from this hamburger menu and back to a full service menu and away from squeeze pages. So those are all things to test and study. Make sure you have a really good live chat, one that integrates with all your other CRMs and everything. We use one called Intercom. Love it. Map out your customer journey and identify any friction points or any points in that customer journey where over the last year you haven't doubled engagement rates. So what's that look like? Well, let's say you take some behavioral data from your website visitors. Where are they clicking? Where aren't they clicking? Where are they exiting your site? What stops them from getting through checkout? How much abandoned carts do you have? What hinders them from contacting you when they want to talk to a real person? We like a tool called Hotjar, HOTJAR.com, and you can actually watch your visitors' behavior in real time. After you review that data, you might consider that visitors are retreating after getting to your payment page. More in-depth research can reveal that visitors are getting focused on shipping charges, and maybe you charge for shipping and they don't like it. You can fix that issue by adding a small note on your checkout page, and your conversions will usually increase about 25%, or be real transparent about your shipping, or build your shipping into your products. This can happen, and pretty quickly. You can find the right data and improve all of these user experience or UX issues and increase sales. Next big issue, tighter content moderation. According to Gartner, GARTNER.com, by 2024, 30% of large organizations will identify content moderation services for user-generated content as a C-suite priority, making this one of the digital marketing predictions worth paying attention to. User-generated content, or UGC, is merely content created and posted by people not affiliated with your brand that includes some kind of brand component. Typically, it's a product mention or a showcase. With the current polarization in our world, managing and protecting your reputation with user-generated content becomes even more critical in 2021. There are a few ways to moderate your content to protect your reputation and keep your brands safe. These points were adapted and revised from Gartner.com. Ensure you have internal content moderation capabilities that reach across your digital properties including social media, virtually any site that enables comments and product reviews. Review, understand, and disseminate the moderation capabilities and policies of each site. Give customers the ability to flag inappropriate, offensive, or suspicious content. Review user-generated content and use it to improve and better communicate your brand messaging so to ensure you fully understand your consumer expectations. Ensure your employees fully comprehend your brand values, your brand script, and promises so that they can effectively communicate them to your customers. So all of these are marketing predictions throughout 2021. Here's what you really need to know. If you want to thrive in this year, you have to understand the industry's shifts and turns and refocuses, because they're primarily driven by your audience's changing needs and desires. Seek to understand how your audience's needs and concerns have changed during 2020. Start there, apply the information gathered, and then compare that to your marketing data and predictions. All of these things we just discussed, right? But here they are again. When you're looking through feedback from your customer, from your employees, and you're matching this up to your goals and predictions, re-look at your brand authenticity. Look at how you do or don't personalize your customer experience. Make sure your virtual events don't feel stale. Then keep at them, no matter what your audience size is. 3 to 30,000, doesn't matter. Keep it up. Don't stop. Shift to messaging and media focused on essentials and survival. Improve user experience as your audience gets more tech savvy. And get tighter with your content moderation. Viral Solutions has been helping our clients adapt to these trends as we saw them shifting last year. If you'd like to have a chat on how we can help you adjust your marketing to boost your leads and sales in this new year, we'd be happy to talk at viralsolutions.net. Call us at 888-816-1222. We're in the old bottom right corner. We got a web chat. We're usually there pretty quick. And Viral Solutions, here's how you stay up to speed with the ever-changing world of marketing. Check us out at viralsolutions.net. Find us on social media or call us at 888-816-1222 and make it a great day.